I'll go promote it in my super.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is F2P, and this is the Christmas Summoning Severa stream, I guess. So, for those who are new to this is a charity stream for the NSPCC. The NSPCC is a British children's charity that is primarily focused around protecting children from the worst of what the world has to offer and ensuring that they live wonderful and happy childhoods. They're an excellent charity. I've donated to them for a long time. And so this stream is dedicated to them. So for every Cordelia I draw, I'm going to give £10, 10 British pounds to charity. And for every Black Knight I draw, I'll give £5 to charity. For a grand total of a potential 150, I believe, for a plus 10 of both. If you do want to donate, please click the link in the description. I can't accept super chats because my channel is too small. So if you do donate, just tell me that you have, and I'll believe you, and I'll read out what you say online. But for now, we can probably get to things and get summoning straight away. But there is one important guest that we have at this time with me, the amazing, the incredible Z Shadow. Welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for joining me.
Hey man, glad to be here. Thanks for inviting me on.
Always good to have you along for the incredible ride, which is me throwing away about 2,000 free-to-play orbs.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm a complete animal. I can't believe I saved up this money again.
Yeah, man, that's dedication. It takes a lot of willpower.
It would have been a lot more, but Emblem happened, and Emblem was possibly the least lucky banner I think I've ever had in my life. So for those who don't know, which is probably everyone, I spent 700 orbs chasing a single copy of Emblem, and I didn't get it. Alright, the first summon is a Lilna. So by the way, guys, since I'm, aiming for red and green, I'll be summoning on red and green. Should make sense.
Wait, red and green. Isn't Cordelia blue?
Cordelia is blue. We'll ignore that. I got confused by her hair color, let's say that.
Fair enough.
Oh man, it is not a great morning for me. That's fine. We started at what, 2000? We started at what, 2,180. So 180 orbs is how much I should end up with. Can't believe that. Yeah, she's actually she's actually red just for me. Oh yes! Unbelievable. There we go.
Wait, you already got one?
I got one. It's coming in a second. Oh, incredible.
Hell yeah, dude.
So Z's on a little bit of delay from me. So you will hear my reactions first, and then hear Z reacting to my reaction.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it's probably going to
go. I've never figured out a better way of doing it without the latency.
I don't actually know. I think it might be a YouTube thing, but I couldn't tell you.
It probably is, yeah. It's strange. Most of the fake community seems to live on YouTube rather than on Twitch.
I think there's just a bigger overall audience on YouTube than Twitch.
Yeah, I would agree, because I don't know, I think that Fire Emblem lends itself to more long-form stuff.
Yeah, I don't really picture a lot of people looking to stream for Fire Emblem. And that's not to say there aren't any, but I think more people are likely to consume something that's video format.
Yeah, I agree.
At least.
I've actually been streaming Radiant Dawn myself. Not Radiant Dawn, Path of Radiance.
Oh yeah. How's that been going?
I've really enjoyed it. So I've been doing it blind Iron Man style. So if a character dies, they are gone. Which has added a bit of tension. I'm not playing on the hardest difficulty though, because I know literally nothing about the game at all.
That's probably for the best.
So notable problems have been I got Marcia killed. because I left her in front of the boss of the level she joins in on, and he has a double on her, as it turns out. So he just lobs his lance at her twice, and she explodes.
Yeah, that would probably do it to her. But at least from what I remember, Ashley was like super good. She was like, at least from my experience, like she was like one of my top carries in Path of Radiance.
Oh.
But then she like dropped the ball in Radiant Dawn.
Oof.
I just remember her being like stupid, like strong.
Oh, that I got.
Actually,
it's happened again.
Nice.
This is such a blessed stream so far. It's gonna turn against me. Last time I went 1,000 orbs without seeing a Severa, and this time.
I mean, you got 3. Well, okay, well, 3 sparks, but you can only take 1 of them.
Yeah, well, I'm okay with that, to be honest, because I want a copy of Dorothea anyway, and you know, I want both Black Knight and Cordelia, so that's good.
It works out then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. How far are you in Path of Radiance?
So we just got to Benyon, and we've just met Sanaki. So there was a mission about transporting definitely not slaves, and we had to stop bandits from doing that. And the Benyon Empire seemed to take them, so that wasn't great for us.
Oh, what chapter was that? Because it's also been like a long while, and I don't even remember like all of the plot. I just remember some of the highlights.
It's like 13 or 14, I think.
Oh, that's not bad.
I am just altering the count, by the way, because we're at now 2 equals £10 of charity for me. There we go. Back we go. Stop. Yes, so it's chapter 14 or so that I think I'm on. Which is... Yeah, it's been interesting. The other one is I got Titania killed.
How do you get her killed?
So, you know the mission where the Black Knight shows up?
Okay, never mind.
So what happens is Jill shows up in that mission as well, right? And because I know Fire Emblem Heroes, I know she's a recruitable character.
Right.
So I try to find the person who can talk to her on that mission because she's shown up, right? But you can't recruit her there. She recruits the next mission along.
It's whack.
Yeah, so she doesn't recruit on the Black Knight mission. She recruits on the mission afterwards. So you can't actually talk to her. But once you aggro her, she'll chase you around and try and kill people. So what I do is I sit down Titania next to Jill with no weapon, and I just go, alright, she'll heal every turn, and Jill won't kill herself, right? And I'll be fine. The tile I put her down on was the exact range of the Black Knight as soon as he leaves the house. So he walks out the building, same turn reinforces, and kills her.
Ah, that chapter is so iconic. I love that moment so much.
It's incredible. Like it was one of the best moments, but holy crap. That did not work out very well for me.
I really ought to replay Path of Radiance. I really enjoyed it when I played it.
Yeah, I'm having a really good time. What I'm finding is that I'm really looking forward to each stream I do. Oh, yes, Black Knight, hello.
Hell yeah, dude.
This is going well for me so far. Let's change the thingy so it's tracking everything properly. This is incredibly scientific. What I do is I have a text file. And my thing is just drawing from the text file to figure out what the score is. There we go.
Nice.
Yes, Black Knight. I mean, I should be angry at him for killing Titania, but also that was a pretty Chad move from him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was like, perhaps she lives, perhaps she can get... No, he crit her. She was, like, as dead as you physically can be.
God, it's so great, dude.
Yeah, it's an amazing map. I think that people said that on the harder modes, he actually starts moving on his own, beyond like from where he starts. So it's a bit like a survival horror map where the big boss is chasing you down.
Hmm. That sounds about right. I know they changed some stuff when it goes to higher difficulties, but I couldn't tell you what exactly the differences were.
So what are you looking forward to next year in terms of Fire Emblem? I mean, Engage is coming out, obviously. So what are your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I think it looks great all around. I know people don't like the art style. I really dig it personally. Um, but I don't know. It just looks like it's going to be like a really fun Fire Emblem game. And it seems like they're bringing back like every mechanic from all the older titles. I think the only one they don't have left is like PvP, but like they have everything else, and they can still announce PvP anytime. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be like a really solid Fire Emblem game.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm really looking forward to it as well. So I'm not like that up on the art style. I really liked Three Houses, so and I liked how realistic that was. But for what I think the game is trying to go for, which is like this is a fun romp through Fire Emblem. We're gonna have a great time, everyone. I think the art does exactly what it wants to do, which I think is good. And then in terms of all the mechanics, I'm really excited to see, like, one, how on earth you balance a game with all the stuff they're throwing in. Because, like, the engages look absolutely bananas, some of them.
See, I saw like Sigurd's like movement ring, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And I saw Byleth, and he could do like quad refresh. I'm like, yeah, okay, never mind. I dread to even imagine what the other ones are gonna do.
Yeah, like Sigurd is the one where I was like, this is completely insane. This man can do anything. Because it's just that movement range and Kanto, and you're like, did you see what Wyvern Lords did in Three Houses?
I just remember that was like the one class everybody turned to, because with like the battalion and all that stuff, you could get like an insane amount of movement, distant counter, and then just clear every map in one turn, which is pretty ridiculous. I was one of the weirdos that just never used battalion, so like I just skimmed over what they did. I was like, yeah, that's cool, and I never used them.
Yeah, so I didn't use them very much when I first started playing. When I went through my first run, I barely touched battalions. But when I came back again for like the maddening difficulty, I was like, well, I kind of have to use these now. Otherwise, everyone's going to explode.
Oh, yeah. I tried some maddening. Not for me, personally. I went into the first, like, you know that one battle map or whatever that you start out with like, the 3 houses or whatever?
Yeah.
It's, like, the training one that, like, you don't lose any units in. I was like, okay, Dorothea looks stupidly fucking strong. And I chose Blue Lines because that's, like, my favorite of the 3. And I was like, whatever, I'll just bait out with Ash. He has enough speed not to get doubled. He gets crit on the 1%. I immediately shut off the game. Like, you know what? No, thank you.
Yeah, that's the maddening experience. Oh man, I by the way, I got another Black Knight. And I got a Myrrh. Hello, Myrrh. How are you? As a 4-star special.
I was just done with maddening at that point. I was like, no, thank you.
Probably is 2 equals £10. Oh, the Severa account's wrong as well. It's 2 equals £20, not 10. Yeah, Engage is... Astro Sage points out in the chat that Engage is clearly the game IS wanted to tease at the Expo, but it didn't happen back in 2020, so they couldn't. No, which I think is actually quite plausible. Free 5-star summon, I will take that. This doesn't count, this isn't random. This is me just using Fey Pass to pay for a Cordelia.
You know, the Sparks are free this time around.
Yes, I know. I mean, I know conceptually, but I had already got the pass for Emblem anyway. So broadly, this account is sort of free to play. I mean, like I use Faith Pass and that's about it.
It's as free to play as spending money on a gacha game goes.
You know, you get a guaranteed 5-star, and you know what it is. It's about as good as you're going to get.
Pretty much. But what were we talking? Oh yeah, the expo thing. Yeah, clearly they've been sitting on this game way longer than they have for like a lot of their other titles, which is why I think it looks as good as it does.
Yeah, I think they've had a lot of time with it, and it's just been like, well, the release schedule has space here, so we're just going to sit on it and wait until this point shows up, and then they're out.
And I am looking forward to this one quite a bit. Even if it's like generic, like kill the evil dragon or whatever, the game just looks fun.
Oh yeah. Plus, you know, I get to plus 10 of Severa in that game as well, so...
Hell yeah.
Because of the engage ring, someone's like, you're not seriously just going to try and get like a gold plus 10 ring. I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm about.
I'm just wondering what they're going to do for the rings, because apparently it's like 10 characters per game.
Oh, really?
I don't think it's like every like character. That's what I've been told. But I would imagine if they had to put like some units in there, like I fully expect, you know, like Owain and Severa for sure.
Yeah, I expect an Eagle Sharp as well. Those three, they did. Ooh, hello, Niffle.
Oh, nice. Because it's rings based on like closeness with like the actual representation of like the actual like engage ring, right?
Yep.
So I mean, naturally, it would make sense if they did like, you know, a lot of the kids, but I don't think they're gonna do that because they have a lot of popular Gen 1 units.
Yeah, they do.
Like I fully expect Crom. Crom's like a dead one, like a dead giveaway. I guess the Robins too, but I'm just wondering because like they're also doing like DLC rings as well, so I don't know if they're gonna like
put them in as DLC because they're really popular. Yeah, it's a bit unclear.
No, it's more like if like you know we're getting like Edelgard, Claude, and Dimitri in a ring, right?
Yeah, we are.
Wouldn't it then be weird to also get like the generic rings for Edelgard, Claude, and Dimitri?
Yeah, I imagine they won't do that, right? Because they've got them as like their own engages.
I'm thinking yes and no, but I also don't. It's intelligent systems. I don't really know what they're thinking.
Yeah, who knows? They could do basically whatever they wanted to, and I would be like, yeah, that's insist. They've just done this.
Yeah, that'd probably add up then.
Yes! Oh my, come on, luck. I got another one.
Like, oh, nice.
So we're at...
So let me think. If they had to choose 10 characters from Awakening for Lucina's representation, like, okay, so we obviously include Crom and the Robin. But,
yep, absolutely.
Who else would follow?
If it's Lucina?
Yeah.
So both Robins.
Okay.
Almost certainly. And then if it's Lucina, it's going to be a lot of the kids, right? Because this first generation doesn't have a direct relationship with her at all.
Honestly, I think the extent, like as far as the extent, we'll probably go for it. I'm thinking like Crom, the Robins, Lissa, and Emerin for like Gen 1.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
then,
I think that would be a smart play. That would be like her entire family, basically.
Yeah, and then they just pick 5 other kids. But I don't know if they because I can't think of like anybody else who would like actually represent Lucina in Gen 1, or that isn't just like a villain, you know. But I don't think they want to do that.
For those just joining us, because we had a bunch of people join just now. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Thank you very much for joining.
So it would be like those 5. And then, yeah, if they had to pick like a bunch of kids, yeah, no, I think that Awakening Trio is probably like a dead giveaway too.
Yeah, I would agree.
And then after that, maybe Jerome. I think Jerome fits in there too.
He's the one... Is he the one that gave Lucina her mask? I think he is.
I think so, yeah.
I think that's the story with them. I like that story. Oh, it says or Thaja because Thaja. I'm like, yeah.
I can agree with that.
She is very popular.
And then they'd have one more slot left. And that's the one where, like, I can't really think of anything. Crom, Lisso, Robin. Oh, Morgan. Duh.
Oh, yeah, of course. That would make sense.
But, like, if they wouldn't choose between the two, would they?
No, maybe they put them on one ring, right? Just have Morgan.
They probably could do that. I'm really curious on what they're going to do. Because, like, a lot of the other ones are, like, pretty easy to think about. Like, if you were to go, like, Ike, for example, like, just list every Grail mercenary and you're good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because Ike likes everyone as a band of crazy mercenaries.
You got, let me think. You know, Ike. Yeah, so Ike would be Miss, definitely. Boyd. I'm banking on Boyd.
Oscar.
Oscar too.
Yeah. I've really been enjoying actually seeing Path of Radiance because I always had these assumptions about Ike that came from like seeing him in other media. I was just like, oh yeah, he's just a meathead who likes smashing things in the face. And that's always been the way I've thought of him. But now that I'm playing Path of Radiance, I'm like, oh, he's actually quite a thoughtful man.
Yeah.
Like he knows he's not like a smart guy, but he still like cares, obviously, about what he's up to.
Oh, for sure. I think like maybe like I don't even want to say like boring for this one, but like for like Fates, it's more than likely just gonna be all the Royals, which I'm fine with. It's just nothing like I guess like particularly exciting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just for the questions in the chat, by the way, I'm only donating for Winter Cordelia. If a normal Cordelia shows up, I'm not donating a tenner. I'm sorry, I already have 2 plus 10s of her.
Hell yeah, dude.
But yes, we got some suggestions from the chat as well, like the Dawn Brigade for Micaiah. Black Knight potentially gets a ring as well. Ooh, red. I want.
Oh yeah, the Black Knight would easily get one, at least for Micaiah's side. So let me think. Dawn Brigade is Edward, Leonardo, Nolan, and then if we in South. Yeah, so that would be like 5 there. And then they could probably do like maybe Toronto? Maybe Toronto. Toronto. They could probably do like Nyla, Volug, and who else? I want to see an Oliver ring. I do want to see that much.
Everyone loves Oliver. I've not seen why yet, but maybe we'll get to it.
What's not to love? Believe me, he's like one of the funniest goddamn characters in that game.
Lagoo's Royals as well. Yeah, they could definitely be in. I'm enjoying that, the Lagoo's Royals are like 2 of them are pirates, and you're like, okay, I guess. They got Tibarn right in Faye, at least. I knew what to expect with him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been having a great time with that game, though. What else? So, we went 3 houses then. What do you reckon the characters that get through in that game are?
Gerald, most definitely.
Yeah, Gerald. So, what else?
I feel like, despite the Lords getting a ring, they're gonna make them rings anyway. Because I can't think of like 10 other characters.
Oh, hi, Morgan.
Oh, I can see Gatekeeper. 100%.
Ooh, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Gatekeeper and Gerald, I think, are like shoo-ins. But then if they had to choose 8 others, I feel like that one's just really gonna boil down to like popularity, because most of them don't really have any like representation when it comes to like Like, if you think of like Three Houses, you don't think of like I don't know from the Blue Lions. You know what I mean? You probably
Yeah, I
think
get
of
what
like
you mean.
Edelgard, Dimitri, or Claude. You know, it's like that. It's not, and that's like no shade to like Ash either. It's just more like if they had to pick something in tandem with Byleth, I think that's where it's gonna get like kind of tricky.
I think they probably get Yuri.
Rhea's a good one.
Yeah, Rhea and Yuri, and like maybe Setheth and Flame.
Yeah, those are good ones. So if they were, Setheth, Flame, Rhea, Geralt, Gatekeeper, Awakening, or not Awakening. I don't know why I went back to that. Three Houses Trio.
Yeah.
That would be 2 more left.
Hello, Brave Edelgard. Didn't expect to see you.
Honestly, the retainer part might hold water there. Because it's still, like, assuming they were going to do it with the Lords, that would actually make sense.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I'm going to have so much fun with this game in a month.
Oh, yeah. But I'm going to be struggling, because I got Engage, and then, like, 3 weeks later, I got Octopath, and I'm going to be so goddamn busy.
I mean, you create content for all of this stuff as well, which means you're going to be
that is true.
So much busier than I am.
Oh yeah.
I'm in a pretty similar situation to you because I loved Octopath Traveler. I thought it was a brilliant game, and I'm really excited for the new one because the dev team have been like, here are all the good things that we're saying right now about what we want to do with this game.
And then they overtune it. It's like, there's like nothing in the new one they've shown so far that's got me like discouraged or anything.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, so I read an interview with them where they sat down and went, so people gave feedback that the stories weren't interconnected enough in the first game. So we've added... So, people have their own stories, but we're adding a little bit more to it, so they're more connected.
And you can actually see that in like some of the character trailers, too. It's really cool.
Monica? Okay, hello. I didn't expect to see you as well.
Oh, I didn't even think of like Three Hopes.
Yeah.
You're talking about like the summoning.
Yeah, I just summoned a Monica.
Honestly, if they really want to go down that route, well, actually, I don't even know if they want to do that. Maybe. It's hard.
It is very hard to predict
Three
all
Houses.
this stuff.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, the other question is, do we think Engage ends up in CYL this year?
No, I don't see it. I think it's too early.
Yeah,
and I guarantee you it's going to discourage a lot of people if they're like looking through the characters and then they see spoilers.
Oh, well, actually, that's really true. That's really true. I forget, did they spoil the time skip route? They must have, because it came out. Because CYL was quite late after Three Houses came out, as I recall.
They did time skips and like pre-time skip too, but I don't think they spoiled anything in relation to like actual like in-game spoilers. Just like the designs at most. But Three Houses came out like a bit after CYL already got like its results. So I think for like maybe a 7-month gap, it's probably fair.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. But
Three Hopes, yeah, I can see Three Hopes. Like we got the Shezes in the game, so they clearly have like some indication of adding more characters from there.
I really enjoyed Three Hopes when I played it. Actually, I was very pleased with that game.
I wish I could enjoy it. It's not even because like of the characters; it's just the gameplay loop is just killer for me. Because I've had my fair share of like Muso games, and that's like whatever. But like from what I've seen of Shez, they're really cool.
Yes,
they're like really cool.
Sorry, another Cordelia.
Oh, nice, nice.
Hooray! All right, how many have we got now? 4. Perfect.
Yeah, like. Okay, so Three Houses.
Oh, God.
We're confident in Awakening and Fates, and probably like Tellius.
Mm-hmm. That was me accidentally clicking on a red orb and clicking play again, even though there weren't any available anymore. Oh well, it's fine. I'd already broken my pity rate anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, back to Octopath, so very briefly at least.
Mhm.
Who's your favorite character from the new ones that we've seen?
So far, I think it's either Porticio or Oswald. I really like both of them.
Oswald is the scholar, right?
He's the scholar, yeah, the one
Yeah.
that's like sent to like that big old prison for like who knows how long.
That he looks sick. I really so he doesn't vibe with me as a person, but I'm fascinated about what his story is going to be like.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling too. Especially you did notice that like they're both getting there's like a day and nighttime like action thing now
Oh yeah.
instead of just like one path action. Yeah, that's really cool, especially since it can like tie into like its actual character. Because I think if I remember correctly, for him it's like he like steals and like and he does and then like analyzes.
That's really cool.
I really like that stuff.
Yeah, because I don't know how they'll do it, but I remember one of the not issues, but like one of the things I noticed was it was sometimes a little frustrating in Octopath when I didn't have all the path actions in my party, and I'd have to switch things around to make sure I had them, or mess up my party in some way because of it. Because the way I saw Octopath was you have like characters that are analogs to each other, not just in the path that they have, but in the role that they play in a party.
Yeah.
So I saw, for example, like Tressa and Alfin as really similar characters in a lot of ways, because what they are is the party's battery, in combat at least. Where they give BP, and that's a huge part of what they're doing. And so I saw that role as being very, very important, but they have different path actions, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you can't have a party with exact mirrors in every role without losing a path action, basically. So
that was part of it, and that's why I always built my teams in specific ways, because if you it was always just one or the other.
Yeah.
But I do like the flexibility here, because now that you could just have like multiple combinations if you're looking for specific combinations. And I guess the other thing too is that now like you're not locked to one specific class. Everybody can be the same class except for like the advanced jobs, which is perfectly fine.
Do you think you're still going to be locked to the character that you start with, and they can't leave until you complete your story?
If I had to guess, probably.
Sorry, guys. I actually have to let people into my house using my phone these days. Which is very, very embarrassing for this, because someone got called up and needed to be let in. So you might briefly have to see a camera again, as I have to let them in one more time. Amazing. Right, that's my lobby. Enjoy that. If you can figure out where I live from that, well done.
But what were we saying? Yeah, no, I like the flexibility now that like you have like the characters have multiple path actions, so you're not locked to like spit like a limited amount of combinations. And even you could still do like whatever combinations you want, to be fair, but it's also just really unoptimal in the sense of like it just makes things a lot more difficult to get through, especially if you just have to constantly swap stuff out. And it takes a while to do that too.
Yeah, I know, right? I always made sure and having Therian in your party was so important, because getting those chests,
he was probably like invaluable on like every team. Outside of that, though, they're not doing like hidden shrines anymore, as far as I know.
Oh, really?
I know, like for the nice. For the regular jobs, at least, you have to go. It's like you have to do like a license or something. Like I think akin to like the means of like Dragon Quest, like those ones.
Ah, I see.
Which I don't know how to feel about that specifically, but it's probably fine. I just kind of like the hidden aspect of it all, where it's like you gotta like look around and see if you could find the shrine.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
I think the advanced ones were especially my favorite ones because they were like really, really hidden. It wasn't even like unfair hidden. It was just more like if you think hard enough, you could find it, and it was really cool and clever at times.
The fights themselves were really challenging a lot of the time as well, and were really interesting puzzles. Like, how can I beat this with the classes I've got was like a really important question, I think, for a lot of that.
It was sick, dude. I think my favorite one was the one near Whisper Mill. I think that was the Starseer one.
That was great.
Where like there's a bit of like a fence, like an open fence or whatever, but it's like so blended in well into the background, you don't even think to like walk forward. It's so clever.
I'll take my free Dorothea. Hello. I do like Dorothea a lot, but there's not much point in plus 10ing her, in my opinion.
Nah, she's good as a one-off.
Yeah, especially as a dancer.
Really
When do you reckon? I've been wondering. When do you reckon dual 5 skills are happening?
Oh, for like the inheritance thing?
Yeah, because we've been stuck.
I feel like they gotta do it
like a year and a half
later. I'm hoping they do it for the anniversary. Just boost it up to 6, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I hope that they do that, or and maybe don't put it on the A slot anymore. Like put it on a B or a C instead. Because I find at least that when you put a duel on a character, it's so crippling for so many characters to just lose the A slot.
Oh yeah.
Whereas you can lose a C slot and it's not the biggest deal. You lose some team support, but you're not crippled individually.
I just like. I guess the biggest thing that comes to mind is like Halloween female corner. She has like 3 tier 4 skills.
Yeah.
2 of which you can't even get through prerequisites, and then another skill.
I know.
I think that says enough to me. It's like, yeah, you can either get attack speed finished 4, Dragon's Wrath 4, or joint drive attack, and you can't get 2 at once without just killing a significant amount of other stuff.
It is a bit too much, I think. They probably need to bump up inheritance as well. So, like, yeah, it's 5 or 6 or so skills.
I'm really hoping for 6, personally.
Well, I mean, you do a lot more project work than I do, so I imagine it's much more important for you and your channel in general.
Fair enough. But I'm just thinking more in the sense of like, well, if I can grab Dragon's Breath 4 and Joint Drive Attack, that'd be really nice.
Yeah, that would be. Really
I don't want to have to choose, especially since Joint Drive Attack isn't even like super premium nowadays. Like, granted, it's still expensive, but it's not like it's to the same level as like Finish. You know what I mean? It's like on everybody.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. I do enjoy getting it in all of forms, though. That's fun.
They are fun, yeah.
I enjoy that specifically because I get skills that I'd never be able to play with otherwise. Like I'm building up a Na in the current one, and I'm praying to get Dragon's. Is it Ire or Wrath? It's Ire, I think, that I need.
The guaranteed follow-up one?
Yeah, that one.
That'd be Ire, yeah.
Yeah, she really wants it, but right now she's struggling to find it for me, so we might just have to make do.
I'm turning mine into like a full support bot. I think she's like stupidly strong as a support unit. You give her refine, double HP 5, and then like sudden panic and infantry no follow, and she's just stupidly good support.
Yeah. I tend to what do I do with her right now? What I actually do is I run her in my auto battle teams, so I only have like 4 or 5 characters with inherent DC that can actually stand up to a beating. And back when Nar first released, I gave her Distant Counter. So no, I didn't do that. I gave her Lightning Breath instead of her Base Breath, and so she still sits on that team as part of my auto battle crew. But I'd like to upgrade her at some point because the rest of the crew is much stronger than she is. Like Brave Tiki versus a level +1 Nar.
Yeah, totally fair.
Hello, Atlas.
I think Na going forward though is gonna be like super meta for like at least for light season in Aether Raid's context. Just because Emblem shits on every invisible like spur. Not grants it all visibly, so as long as they don't then release something that removes all visible bonuses on the Mythic.
Can you imagine?
Well, I just stopped playing at that point. I'm actually thinking I'm trying to fit Gatekeeper into my Dark team now, because he is like stupidly strong on Dark Season now. Like you can't enemy phase with double Emblem because it's too much. Well, you can try it, but it's gonna be really difficult. And if you try the Gale Force, Gatekeeper can shut it off.
Yeah.
And if I can get that perfect combination, then it's gonna be nearly impossible to beat. And I want to do that.
Yeah, so, I mean, then it's going to be horrible. Oh, I've got a Black Knight. Hello, Black Knight. It's been a while since I've seen you.
Oh, yeah.
So, the Black Knight counter is actually called Inigo counter because...
because back when you did the spring summoning.
Yeah, green was Inigo.
Yeah, fair.
There we go. Stop. Oh, wait, there were 2 blue orbs. Oh, well. I'm an idiot. Ugh.
Oh, well.
Concentrating is hard. They were at high pity rate as well, which was very dumb of me, but oh well. Probably nothing anyway.
You never know. It's better not to think about it.
I mean, we're halfway there on the Cordelias, at least, which I'm happy about.
Yeah,
and
we're making good progress.
And I haven't spent half my orbs yet. I've got about 300 more until we get to halfway.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of time.
Now, I wanted 2 Amblers because I wanted to retool my Aether Raid's defense as well. Didn't get them, obviously. I say obviously. I didn't get them because I have literally the worst luck in the world. I say, you know, having got 5 Cordelias already, but... so
gotcha,
yeah.
giveth and taketh, dude.
I know,
the
right?
Name of the game.
Oh god, we've reached the max barracks already. Go to ally menu. So while this is actually going on, we can probably answer the question: what is your core team? So let's quickly go to edit teams. This is pretty much the core team that I run right now for most content. It is called you hurl 3 billion actions at someone, and then eventually they die. And it is legendary. It's Duo Zero, Summer Edelgard, and Veronica. And the idea is that the 2 Zeros dance themselves, and Edelgard has 3 actions by default anyway, and then you just kill things under the weight of a gigantic number of actions.
This might sound stupid, but doesn't Azura like also dance Edelgard?
No. Specifically doesn't.
Really? I thought it was... Oh, wait, is Leandrin the Path of Radiance one?
Yeah, it's weird. So I think Altina is Radiant Dawn, and... yeah, Altina's Radiant Dawn, and then the other one in the Azero Duo is Path of Radiance. I could be wrong. It's something like that. I don't know
how to feel about that.
It's something like that that causes them not to work.
I don't get it, too, because it's like, well, you have Legendary Leaf who counts for both Genealogy and Thracia. It's like, why don't you do the same for Lane? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't get it. But that's how it is, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
Get manualed, all of you. There we go. I say there we go. We've still got a ton left. I had 150 slots that we managed to fill up. Filled to the brim with heroes that I like, but will inevitably not use. You know, I sometimes have projects, but I don't have that much usually to make them with. Because I try to avoid spending money on this game, because I know how addictive my own personality is. Mm-hmm. I could tell when I was doing the pulls for Emblem, where I was like, you know, I'll just pull to Spark and it'll be fine. If I don't get her, I don't get her. I can complete the pulls, I guess. I didn't get her in 200 orbs, but, you know, maybe if I tried 300, I'll get her.
Nah, dude, that's all sucking cost factor.
I know.
That's how it goes.
It's
horrible. I get what you mean, though. I'm the same way. It was for me with Thor when she initially released, and this was before Spark was even a thing on Legendary or Mythic banners. I was like, I want Thor. I like her. She's cool. And I just kept going and going and going. It was horrible.
It didn't work.
I guess the only saving grace is that her IV was actually good. Because if it took that long to get like a shitty IV, I'd really feel bad.
Oh god, that would really suck. I'm glad that you can change them now. That was a good idea, I think.
Oh yeah. Thankfully, there's a lot more quality of life stuff nowadays.
Oh man, remember back in the day when you couldn't even inherit skills? I remember.
They announced that pretty quick too. It was like not even a month after the game launched.
Yeah, and they were like, no, you're inheriting skills, come on. This game is unsustainable otherwise. It's like, what do you do to Takumi? Yeah, and I also remember Takumi being the biggest menace in the entire game.
Oh yeah. Him and Hector, and the only one that survived that inheritance was Hector.
Yep. Takumi immediately got deleted. Alright, back to summoning, I think. I have freed up all the space. Hello, Bowie. I don't mind you, but you've never really done anything apart from be annoying for me. Because, like, base Bowie, surprisingly high defense, and you don't realize that he has that.
He does have a lot of defense. I think that's like his biggest HP, or like biggest stat beyond HP. Shout out to A Hero Rises 2022's. Wait, was that the one with all greens?
Yes, I think it was.
That's actually really fucked.
That's brutal. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Chemistry Cat.
Dude, the upcoming banners are just gonna be such a pain. Like, think about it like this. We're getting the New Year's one.
Yep.
Which is already really good. But a couple days later, we're getting the Engage Cup banner.
Oh,
and then
man.
There's a good chance we're gonna get an Engage Heroes New Heroes banner before the game launches, like they did with 3 Houses.
Yep.
Then we're getting another seasonal. And then I think there was one I missed. I don't remember exactly what it was. But there was another one. What was it? Oh, give me a second. I'm gonna think on this. Actually, isn't that going to be weird to think about? Like, if we get engaged units, are we going to also get rearmed and, like, ascendeds on there?
I don't even know, right? Surely not. I mean, we might get, like, a rearmed engage unit somehow. And they'll just be like, yeah, they came rearmed. Don't know why.
Oh, I know I forgot something. It was it's the New Year's one. Not the New Year's one, but the one they're doing where they're combining Book 4 and Book 5 New Year's units.
God, yeah. I'm glad I don't need anything from those banners anymore.
Oh yeah, neither do I. I'm probably gonna dump all my tickets in the blue, mainly because well, green is stupidly stacked, but I don't need more than one dagger or peony, you know.
Hmm.
Are we also getting a Fallen Heroes rerun too?
Yeah, I think we are. No, we must do at some point though in the near future, because I know
remember
Ray
the
has
last
not.
time we even had a rerun.
Because Ray has not gone on rerun yet.
Yeah, and it did win. So yeah, it's a lot. I don't even know how to feel on that one either, because that one's also really good.
For a moment, I saw Colm with a dagger, and I was like, "Wait, did I summon a colorless orb?" And then I realized, obviously, blue dagger, because I'm a moron.
Desert, do you think we'll visit in January? We did visit 2 deserts, didn't we? That's weird to think about. Even though if they were like different themes, they were both still deserts.
Hmm. Antonio, I'm here.
All right, I know what we're gonna visit the Yi Desert.
I'm here to make fun of you for your Severa fanboying ways. Also, Severa is the best. You are both correct to make fun of me, and also correct to say that Severa is the best.
Oh yeah. That's what they're gonna do. Intelligent Systems has no shame. They're gonna do the Yi Massacre theme banner.
Dark. Very, very dark.
Oh yeah. I'd fucking lose it if they did that. Like in a funny way, not like mold sort of thing. I think it'd be stupidly hilarious.
It would be absolutely hilarious. Get headlines in the worst possible way, but
I mean, there is the saying of all publicity is good publicity.
That's true.
But I can't even. Yeah, if they are going to do another desert one, my copium is maybe Stefan finally gets in.
You're going to have to enlighten me. Who is Stefan?
He in I don't want to spoil it then, because he's in Path of Radiance Radiant.
Okay, cool. Then I'm excited to see him.
Oh yeah, he's a very, very cool. But let me think of other ones. In terms of other desert, they could do Nevada.
Ooh, they could.
I think that would be really sick. Finally Hawkeye getting it all. Maybe they'll do a duo Sophia or something. And then, like, they'll actually, nah, because they did the Flame Tribe banner, and the only one from, like, the Flame Tribe, I'm pretty sure, was Rinka.
Hi, Happy.
So it's probably just gonna be, like, Hawkeye, and then, like, a bunch of other ones, which is fine, too.
I love you, Happy, but could you not pity break me, please?
Nevada, though. I think they could sell a Hawkeye demo. I think they could do that.
Hello, Monica. Could you also not pity break me, please?
Goddamn, dude.
God damn, these aren't great pity breaks. I was at 4.25. I was hoping to, ride that out for a sick multi grab.
Yeah, no, if I had to think, Nevada, and they just do a bunch of random ones too. Because, like, they kind of did the same thing with Plegian.
Yeah.
Where, like, the only one from Plegia was Tharja. And then they had, like, Raphael, Dorothea, and, like, Chris and Katarina. So, maybe, if they were to go to Nevada, I fully expect Hawkeye. But then everything else can just be anything else.
These pity breaks, oh my god. Just 3 straight in a row.
Dude, a melody? Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
Like, normally I'd be like, oh, that's not too bad. And I remember her skills are just, like, readily available or just mediocre.
What even are her skills? She's got an instant lance.
Instant lance, attack, defense, solo, and wyvern flight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
That's not good for us. Oh, well.
Let me think back on the Flame Tribe one, because we had Renko, which was Fades. We had Peony and Tana, so Sacred Stone's heroes. Lynn, which was Blazing. Mordecai, who was Teleus. And was that everybody?
I think that was, yeah.
I feel like I'm missing.
There was somebody on the
Oh, Moosebell. I'm
Yes.
missing Moosebell. That's why. So yeah, those there. It was like a mix between like 3 and 4 games.
They've been doing more of that recently, right? Where they're trying to mix up banners with as many games as possible.
I think that's a lot more fun.
Yeah,
like,
I
have,
agree.
I fully expect some scenarios where like a game is more preferred on like certain seasons. Like for spring, I fully expect like Awakening and Arcanea. Because Awakening, like if you look back at Awakening, or spring banners, there's so many Awakening ones.
Yeah, they really like doing that. We don't have a spring. Do we have spring Owen? Yeah, we do actually.
Nah, we have the Valentine's one.
Oh, right, you're correct. I think we're getting the spring ON. I'm going to put it down now.
We probably could. If we're gonna get another Awakening spring, I really just expect it to be Jerome.
Yeah, true. I'm sad, by the way, that we got our share shot ult finally, but it wasn't a duo share shot Minerva. I'd hoped that would happen because I thought that would be really cute.
That really would have been cute too. Yeah. At least she's like really strong.
Yeah.
I'm glad for that much.
Yeah, absolutely. Not Camilla from that banner, who gives me all sorts of problems. God, that unit is horrible to deal with.
Bro, I love her existence in this game.
Because I am, like, basically full player phase insanity. Most of my characters have literally 0 health, but they will kill you. And she is pretty much the hardest possible counter to that.
Vantage in a nutshell.
Oh, sup, Black Knight? Hello. Good to see you again, my friend.
Yeah, that was definitely the most random harmonic. Peony and Tana, it's fine. It's just I didn't know exactly what the combination. There was always weird duos and harmonics. This year specifically, Edelgard Altina, I'm not against any of them. It's just weird to think about. One that's actively against religion and the goddess, and then you have Altina, who's a literal goddess.
It's great. It's just well.
And then you have Nina and Kagero, who have no chemistry. And then Tana, Peony, which is fine too. I don't hate any of them personally. It's just weird to think about the combinations, because we also had some banger ones too, Roy Elliowood. I love that one.
Yeah, that one was good. You can ask me to go on a massive angry rant about Mia Lucina when it first happened, but I won't.
That one was... I expected something like that, because they had that whole bond in the Tempest Trials. I just didn't expect that.
Yeah.
But we still need Summer Dorcas. That has yet to happen. They really left my man out like that. They gave everybody else a Summer ult.
But no Dorcas.
That's the biggest shame. Maybe next time, because we have Ursula and Lynn, so maybe there's precedence. I'm coping. But I do want to see Lloyd get an ult eventually. He's really cool. The Black Fangs in general are just really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. I've never played as them. I've got no idea of how they are in game, but they look cool, which is my criteria for anything from any other game that I've not played.
Oh yeah, that's totally fair.
Almost halfway through. Almost. I think I'm batting just under average at the moment. If I get one more 5-star from the 2 in the next 100 orbs or so, then I'm about where we need to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I also might have miscounted the number of Black Knights. I'm not sure. I think I haven't, but I can't tell at this point. I'll have to go back to the barracks and check in a moment. Forest Muscle Atlas. And yeah. Oh, hello, Jill. God damn it, every
No.
time. This girl loves me. There is no
That's
character
Tanya
in
Slayer.
the world who loves me more than Jill does. It's unbelievable. I've got like 7 or 8 copies of her because of pity breaks. And, you know, to be fair, she's got push 4, so like attack speed push 4, which I'm fine with conceptually because it's pretty good.
One character that like also never left me alone, which I'm fine with, is Flavia, because she's really cool.
Oh, Flavia rules. A huge fan of her.
Dude, I think mine's at like +4 now, and I don't even try and go for her.
Yeah.
And like, I think what I like about it too is like, her father isn't really that great, but that's fine because that means I could just merge her. And I do like her, so I'm gonna merge her.
Yeah,
maybe in the future.
No, I love her armor. Like, so obviously she's based on the Awakening Hero class, but I love the design on that class to begin with anyway. So that she gets to wear that in Heroes is also great.
Oh yeah, dude.
But you know, not many people are big Flavia fans.
People really didn't like that Awakening banner. I thought it was pretty decent for what it was.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't get like another like popular, but like we still got like Basilia. We got the like Arena Ferox characters, which were so like overdue in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I was mad, to be fair. Actually, was I that mad? No, I don't think I was that mad. I'm always mad if there isn't a Severa on the banner, let's be clear. Always mad, but no, I think I was pretty happy to see him come in. And I think
I expected it to be I just didn't expect another Gen 1 Awakening banner in the same book.
Yeah.
And that was the moment that I was like, I am never not streaming the trailer reactions again. Because if I missed the fucking like Severa and Nigo banner reveal,
oh god,
I would never forget myself.
So obviously I'm in the UK. And I go to sleep because the banners are like 3 in the morning my time. I can't react to them realistically unless I'm having a really bad sleep day. So when Cordyceps was announced, I woke up to something like 12 or 13 notifications on Discord from a single server where everyone was pinging me to try and wake me up for this.
Ah, but it's such a good feeling too.
Oh,
I love this.
Basil says, I'm glad I'm not the only one with Jill problems. You know what? She's gaslit me into liking her at this point.
Oh yeah, you're a resident Titania Slayer.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much... I'm using her on my Path of Radiance run. I've raised her up. It's good times. Alright, so it does look like we're probably going to come in just under average. Which I'm fine with. I have orbs to spare. And I even have Google Play points, which I can redeem soon.
Nice.
I bought a lot of books over the year, and it means that you can actually cash out the points for orbs in this game. Yes, hello, Colm. I've got about 1,000 copies of you now. I was excited that first time I didn't recognize who you were, but now you aren't exactly old hat, but I am used to you. Hey, hello, Cordelia.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, yes. Amazing. 6 equals £60. Timmy says, you're not going to need the Google Play points, just in the orbs. I mean, you've got a point, mate. You've got a point. Right, so this is going to be the...
Yeah, easily.
Be the last pull, and then we'll be at the exact midpoint. No, not quite exact. We'll be at 1179 instead of 1180. But I think you can live with that, Z, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
You can live with a 1 orb discrepancy at the midpoint.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to organize my barracks and double check the number of Black Knights I have. Because I'm fairly certain I'm correct in that we only have 4 and we've got 6 Cordelias. But I'd be happy to be wrong, as long as being wrong is there are more than I expected. But yeah, this is less brutal than the last summoning was as well, because last year you didn't have Pity Breakers. So no, Pity Breakers, you didn't have Spark.
It's a lot better nowadays.
Yeah, I know. The Spark is one of the nicest things that they've done. I'm really glad about it.
Can't even imagine like playing this game without Spark now.
It would be very frustrating. Very frustrating. I mean, well, I'm not going to sing Living on a Prayer here. You don't want that to happen. You don't want me to sing on stream. Not because I'm too embarrassed to, but because it would be genuinely awful and I would get into it.
You know what? Fair enough.
Andrastin says, for the midpoint, I have successfully given £20 to the NSPCC for Severa. And some kids, I guess. Well, I'm glad you got your priorities right. Thank you so much for the donation.
Oh, yeah.
It's all for a really good cause, so if you can donate, please do. I'm happy to dump out as much of my cash as I can for this, but yours is always helpful. And gets you a shout out for what it's worth. Cool. I think we've cleared out everything. Let me... Oh, there's a Lucas there. Hello, Lucas. Right. Now we can get a proper assessment of exactly what's gone on so far. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Cordelias. That means we drew 6, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Black Knights, which means we drew 4, which is correct. So we're a little bit high on the Cordelia count, a little bit low on the Black Knight count. We will see how that pans out in the next 1,000 orbs. And I am going to take a drink of water before we start again. Because I realize we've been chatting pretty much non-stop for more than an hour at this point. If you're just joining now, or you just joined at some point in the past 20-30 minutes, this is a stream where I am donating £10 to the NSPCC for every Cordelia I draw, and £5 to the NSPCC for every Black Knight I draw. The NSPCC is a children's charity in the United Kingdom. They do their best, especially at holiday times, to protect kids from the worst of life and ensure they have a childhood that is filled with happiness and laughter. And I would strongly encourage that you donate generously to them. Or, just watch along and enjoy what I'm doing. By the way, I can't take donations through this stream. I'm very, very small. So if you do donate, just say that you have, and I will write it out. I will read out whatever you say inside the chat. So with that, let's get back to summoning. Rightio. Come on, be good to me, game. I mean, you've been pretty good to me, to be honest. I was expecting luck like I had last time, where I went 1,000 orbs without finding a Severa.
Bro, I know that pain.
It's so bad.
Back in 2019, and this was before I kickstarted my YouTube, right? I saved up 2,400 orbs for the performing arts rerun.
Yep.
The one with
the Inigo rerun, obviously.
Right? I needed 9 copies. First 1,000 orbs, I didn't get any.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
I think 2,300 orbs in, I was still 2 copies short. I had over 100 pity breaks, and I had over 30 of every 3 and 4 star green. And it's I'm never summoning on green after this. I still have green PTSD. I plus 10'd I have basically a plus 16 performing arts Azura. One of them's in my whatchamacallit? And
really?
and with 20 orbs left, I somehow got the last 2 copies.
Amazing.
I despise color share, dude.
It sucks. It absolutely sucks. Legendary banners are the worst because of it as well. Oh, I'm so angry at my +5 Veronica. It's not +5, it might be +3. I'm so angry at her. Not
Dude,
just because she pity broke me.
Oh, what's up?
Not just because she pity broke me 1,000 times, but also because she is just a direct upgrade on Severa, and it makes me really angry.
Bro, that's power creep in a nutshell for you.
I know, right?
But yeah, I think I would have quit on the spot if I did not +10 that Inigo. I'm glad I have him at +10, but at the same time, it was like, dude, it was like a 4-hour summoning stream.
Jesus.
And I felt so awful after. I was like, cool, I got him, but at what cost? My sanity. It's like, no, thank you.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't quit, because now we get your hilarious videos.
Dude, all of that was just through like sheer luck and like happenstance. Because even that aside, it's like even if Lazo got like the whole thing like ultimately also hinged on like Lazo's refine, which is horrible to think about. But at the time, I wasn't even thinking about like, yeah, I'm gonna make a video once he gets his refine. I saw the refine, and I was like, this is way too overtuned for a 4-star. Now, granted, it definitely aged nowadays. But like for 2020 standards on a free to play unit, I think that was like obscenely overtuned.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no shot I won the refine lottery. And I was like, dude, I didn't even think of it. Like after that point, I was like, okay, let me make the video. I posted it to Reddit, and it got like 10,000 views. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll keep this up.
Yeah.
And I almost dropped it a week later, and I was like, you know what? Something changed. I don't know what. I just kept going though. And here we are.
Oh, it works out.
But, oh yeah. And it's just weird to think about, because it all just boiled down to like luck of the draw. And I don't know how to feel about that per se, but I mean, I'm glad it happened.
And now all your orbs are tax deductible. Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Could you imagine? Actually, I wonder if I could. Oh, I'm not.
No, you can claim orbs as a business expense. Absolutely.
You're kidding.
You know, of course you can. If you run a business that is based around streaming this game, then absolutely your orbs are tax deductible. There are costs of doing business. I can tell you that because I'm a qualified chartered accountant myself, so...
No shot, dude.
No,
I'm gonna look into that.
You really should.
Dude, I get to buy orbs, and I get it, like, I don't have to spend any money? They pay me for that?
No, so what happens is, at the end of the year, whatever you get taxed on, the orbs don't count, basically. So you basically deduct all of that away from your income, because they're a business expense. It's awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, you know, no, I'm gonna have to like talk to my dad about that, because I'm pretty sure he has a pretty fair knowledge about that stuff. Yeah, no, if I can write that off as a tax expense, why the fuck not?
There you go. That's my financial advice for the day.
Oh yeah. It's way too good.
And yeah, we're getting confirmation from the chat. Basil says my reads are tax deductible because of my musician work. Yeah, this is clearly why I'm trying to make a Fire Emblem YouTube channel, right? So I can get deductions on my orbs that I don't pay for because I'm free to play. Get deduction on my Fay Pass. That's it.
Man, that's something else.
Um, 4.5% pity rate. What's going on, game? Have you stopped loving me? Alright, what we want to see now with this pity rate is just a banner that's purely blue and green.
Your reads are tax deductible because that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna start doing that. If I have to buy orbs, yeah, fuck it, why not? It's so smart, actually.
You know, like if you do the work, right? If you work in that field, you just see it, and you're like, oh, this is clearly a business expense. You can do it.
How far can I push that? Because like I also don't want to like push the limits. You know what I mean?
As long as it's reasonably associated with the work that you do, then no one's going to question it.
Fair enough.
They'll be confused if they look into it. They'll be like, wait, what? And you'll be like, well, I pay money to this company to allow me to get characters that I then use for videos.
Yes, my gambling is tax deductible. But you know what? I'll see what I can do on that front. That's good knowledge.
Yeah, I'm actually making a small video series about Path of Radiance while I do it. Hello, Black Knight. Speaking of.
Dude, at this rate, you're going to plus some Black Knight first before you do with Cordelia.
I mean, that would be pretty funny.
I love Black Knight, though.
Oh, yeah, he's really cool. Like, genuinely. But yeah, I'm actually making a small video series about Path of Radiance. So, I don't know if you watch much Emblem.
I know, like, I've seen a couple of it, and from what I've seen, it's really good.
Yeah, so his videos are hilarious. You should definitely check him out if you haven't. That goes to everyone in the chat as well. But I've taken inspiration from him, and basically I'm summarizing Path of Radiance chapters in like a minute or so. And just, you know, making fun of how stupid bandits are, or how terrible the decisions I've made in the game are in general. Or, like, making fun of what you'll do in early Fire Emblem. So, like, yeah, so Titania is a Jagan, which is a Frederick, which should enrage at least some fans, I hope. And that means that she's banned from ever getting any experience.
You love to hear it.
Of course, that's a stupid idea in Path of Radiance, because Titania doesn't care about that. She's just very good, but I'm still not getting any experience on her, damn it. The last couple of 100 orbs haven't been the best for us, I'm not gonna lie.
Gotcha giveth and gotcha taketh.
I know, right? That's why I try and lure large numbers gacha as much as I physically can. Just hurl so many orbs that it just evens out.
Totally fair.
But turns out sometimes that doesn't even work for you. When your luck is 95th percent, sorry, it is so bad it's in the 98th percentile of bad luck.
Yeesh.
I did look that up for Emblem. I was like, how bad is my luck? So let's keep going. Fan of Ilyana. He's been doing good work for me recently.
The base one?
Yeah, well, not the base one in Heroes, but the one in Path of Radiance.
Oh yeah, we were talking about. No, yeah. I don't even know much about like viability when it comes to like main lines. I just know like if something's like broken, I know it's obscenely broken. But that's like the extent of my knowledge.
Yeah, I don't know that much about like any of the meta outside of the two games, which I played a lot of, which are Awakening and Three Houses. But you know, I do consider myself to be very knowledgeable, at least about Three Houses.
Even then, it's like I played that game a lot. I still don't know anything about like viability stuff. It's like all I know is that like, oh yeah, make everyone a Wyvern Lord and you're good. Oh, is it cool if I take this call? I'm getting a call from my parents.
Absolutely, go for it.
All right, cool. Best of luck.
Rinka has decided to video break me. Thanks, Rinka. And apparently ascended Ishtar. You know what? I'm not even that mad at this pity break because I quite like her. My friend Basil who is in the chat right now, gaslit me into liking Ishtar. So I like Ishtar now. And so I'm glad to have her. But the back half has not been very good to us so far. Ooh, lots of blue, come on. And an Ascended Floret as well is actually very, very good for us, because it means I have at least one more of those. I think I've got two. I think I've got two, and if I get plus 10s of these guys, I will ascend them. And Awakening music is coming on, so good job me. Come on, game. I really want to see more Cordelias. I got that initial burst of luck, and then it all just ran out. It's run dry. That's right, I might not even get the plus 10, which would be very sad for me. But that's okay. I anticipated that I might not, and I understand if I can't get it. Like, you know, my expectations are a little bit more tempered this time than they were the first time Seb showed up. And I was like, I have to get the plus 10. Oh, Jimmy. I feel your pain, man. 97 pulls and only a plus 1 Cordelia. And that one was the spark. And one was the spark. That's brutal. We'll see where we get. I feel like a couple more are coming. I feel like a couple more will show up. But I imagine, like, you know, I'd be okay with getting 8 and having a plus 8. I'd be okay with a plus 8 Black Knight as well. And then just see where we can go with, like, the spares at the end. I won't stream the spares at the end. They're not part of the challenge. But they'll be for me to weigh and figure out. I have to say, though, this is a much easier way to summon than the usual method. The usual method is much more difficult. Tapping away with your thumb, believing things. Using a mouse, much, much easier. Much less repetitive strain injury, he says. Left-clicking like crazy. Could make a plus 10 F shares. I might do that. I like shares. I have a lot of copies of her, actually, because I've got both the... I got both the free ones that we were given as well, the free 5 stars. I do like Shez as well. I thought they were an excellent protagonist in 3 Hopes. And we've got some blue here. We've got some blue here. We've got to get something cool, right? I say to myself, believing that the gacha has any logic to it. Other than to deny me the things I love. Okay. Hi, Ephraim. Ha! So point me at my enemies as a skilled spearman. That was terrible. Yeah, this back half has just not been great at the moment. I'm spending about 300 orbs and I've got 1 Black Knight. Not good for us. Not good for us at all. And yeah, I got up to a 4-star a bunch of times at this point. 4%, sorry. Not a great focus rate. Sorry, pity rate. Oof. Dash, come on! You should be a Black Knight. Lucas, looking sharp as always. I've got that sick version that we got from Bay Pass. The Resplendent one. I didn't really mean to. I wasn't really building for him when that happened, but he just showed up. I was like, here you go, I'm on Bay Pass while you've got it. Another one? Sup, Deirdre? Deirdre loves me as well. I've got tons of her. Never meant to, but there you go. Some characters absolutely love me.
Alright, how's it going then?
Still nothing. This has been a 300 orb streak with a single back knight to pay off for it.
Jeez. You went from good to like it's like slowing down, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? Need my luck to rally, clearly.
I think you'll make it.
I hope I'll make it. If I don't, it's fine, but I won't be able to take quite as much advantage of this current season as I would like. And I'm okay with that. Come on. Nino. I have enough Ninos and Ilyanas to make like 5,000 plus 10s at this point.
You and me both.
Nino was one of my first plus 10s, actually. She was very good.
I think when we get the Arcane Green Tome, she'll probably be really good.
Yeah. I know, I always just associate her with having a Blade Tome, no matter what. Because it was just so iconic early in the game. For a long time, she was just very, very powerful. One of the only units that could like contest high HP targets with Desperation and the Tome powers.
Mm-hmm. Blade Tomes were something.
Didn't you make a video which had Tome, basically, which had the bonus doubler effect like 4 times on one character?
Probably.
Yeah.
I know I did that with Marth like 6 times when he got the bonus doubler seal. This is his weapon, the A, the Sacred Seal, Eliwood, and then 2 Cadence.
Yeah. Bonkers.
Fun as hell.
God, 4.75% pity rate? Jesus.
Yeesh.
Getting high. 5% pity rate now. Hi, Balthus. You're not very helpful, unfortunately. And you're not the king of grappling, you're using an axe.
I wonder when they're... Actually, do you think they're ever going to add those?
What, fists?
Yeah.
Maybe, they should, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there should, I think, just be a colorless weapon for melee, and I don't see there's any reason that there shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe you don't give everyone the brave effect, but
I'm trying to think then, because it's like it is like a primarily brave like oriented class.
yeah. I mean, but they've got all the combat arts from Three Houses at least. They're like one punch, man.
And then they had like the triple punch one.
Yeah.
They were pretty cool.
The A in grappling stands for axe. Genius. Alright, come on. We've got like a 5.5% pity rate. And 4 blues. 5.25, I'm lying. One of these has to be a Cordelia, surely. Yeah, you could make it low might with the Brave, and that would introduce a lot of interesting combinations. I mean, I did get a Cordelia, it's just the wrong one. No, Jesus, this is the Terror Zone, 5.25 and nothing on focus. And it's a Lilna again.
You make it low might with break. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. I think that's a really cool way of dealing with it. Jesus Christ, how is my luck this terrible tonight now? No, game. Be nice to me.
So bad, dude.
Uh, 5.75. Oh, Mustafa. Great character. I like him from Awakening. That a single boss has quite as much impact as he does is pretty amazing, honestly.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Gucci says, wait, Leighton, what summons did I miss? So I'm at, I believe 6 Cordelias and 5 Black Knights summoned, if I remember correctly. If I remember, I can actually look at the numbers. Yep, and I am well over... I'm 2/3 of the way done at this point. And I am on a horrible, horrible streak right now. Where I have got myself up to 5.75% pity rate. Oh, Corin, go away! No! Oh, you dickhead.
Corin?
I got Fallen Corin.
That's a pity break?
Fallen male Corin, yes.
I didn't even know that. I thought they removed them.
Neither did I, but apparently I got him. And Hardin, somehow. I got Turban Harding.
Jeez.
Oh, Jesus. This is awful. No, my
Alright,
pity rate.
Hopefully. That's what all we can hope for.
Yeah. Uh, 500 orbs left.
And how many you need? 4 more Cordelias?
Yep.
I think that's manageable.
4 more Cordelias. I think it's, what, 5 more Black Knights? This is looking iffy. The last streak was very bad for me. I enjoy that after both those breaks, I'm still at 4% somehow. Just have good luck, forehead. That's all they said. Hi, Raven. You're a cool character, if only because I remember your name because of StarCraft 2. I associate you with a spaceship in that game. A Raven unit online. I think that every single time I pick him. God, how many bennies am I going to get as well?
Probably enough to plus 7.
He's his model is so weird. It looks like his head's dislocated when he moves.
See, I thought that was probably one of, like, everything about Benny's really cool. But yeah, I can see what you mean on that front.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just too tilted? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. And it, like, moves relatively robotically, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I got a counter. and building that pity right back up, but now it's time to go back to the ally menu.
I'm wondering if that's a good or bad thing. Because on one hand, at least you're more likely to get the unit you want, but it's still like building pity.
Yeah. Kinda saw her dad being edgy earlier. Absolutely. He was like, I've got to get in on this. Go. Oh no. There we go. God, these two are the worst. Look at them. They could have both been Cordelius.
Dude, that's the worst part about sniping for favorites.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not even that they're like awful. It's just that they're not what you want,
I know.
and it makes you feel even worse. Because like, I think if it were like just a regular other banner that like you didn't really have strong attachment for, I think you wouldn't be as upset, you know?
You wouldn't care, right? Because like they're not your faves. You're like, okay, fine. I didn't get what I wanted, but I still got something that's useful.
I don't even know what... No, Harden has attack speed near trace. I don't remember what else he had, though. I think he had Surge Spare? So, I mean, for what it's worth, Fighter's not bad.
I don't think he's bad at all. Let's check his skills.
Yeah, no, he's a pretty strong unit.
Yeah, Surge Sparrow, near trace. That's some good stuff.
And then Corrin has, like... Yeah, Solo 4 and no Follow 3. That's not bad at all.
Almost done. Let's just do the count again to make sure that I'm not wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 Cordelias. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 7 Cordelias. Please, Cordy, come back to me.
One's including Spark, right?
Yep. Oh, Jesus, again.
Another pity?
No, not a pity. Just a banner with nothing on it apart from colorless and red.
You know, honestly, if you did end up with a second Dorothea, that probably wouldn't be too bad for Cordelia. I gave mine Speed Infantry Tactic.
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty handy. I think I've got a spare copy somewhere, though.
Oh, if you do, just give her that then. It's a really strong C skill for her. Better than Defense Res Hold.
Yeah, that one's an odd one for her.
If I had to guess, maybe it's because like it provides good support for units teleporting in, but that's the extent of it. Because I mean, obviously, she's not using the res.
Yeah. You know, Speed Death Hold would probably have been better for her.
Mm-hmm.
Only 400 orbs left.
You'll get it, hopefully.
Hopefully. Oh. Happy again? She's been me 3 times! How is that even possible?
Oh, I love the blue pool.
She's really good. Like, she's a really, really good character as Happy in this game, especially in Summoner Duels, where she deletes like most of the save meta because she kills dragons. How long did it take for me to save up 2,000 orbs? It takes about a year or so, because I do spend on banners while I'm saving. If you commit to it, you'll save about 2,000 about 10 months or so. Probably a little bit less.
Like roughly, we get like 300 to 400 orbs a month. So it could easily be like half a year.
Yeah.
If you just never spend any orbs.
At this point, I might need to save up another 2,000 for the rerun of this bloody banner.
We are getting... Well, she's going to rerun in like 6 to 8 months, but I need to start saving again, because like the past 3 banners, or not past 3, but like a bunch of like back-to-back banners kept fucking me up.
Yeah.
Like we got Halloween Duma, which screwed me over. Well, I got super lucky on it, but I didn't want to spend the orbs regardless. We had the Awakening one, which Awakening, and then the Ninja banner, which was also kind of a pain. That was the one that like ran the orbs pretty dry because I got super unlucky on the Ninja banner.
Yeah, I can imagine that wasn't great for you.
Nope. And I'm hoping that I can save at least to 1,000 orbs again. That's all I really care about. Once I get to 1,000, then I feel confident doing another one of those summoning streams. Because it's got to happen soon, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, hopefully not too soon. Like we just got an Awakening banner, so let's give it like 6 months minimum, please.
Come on, Cordy. Please. Please. No, you're a Jagan. And you're an Est. None of these are what I want.
Three Ascent. Ah, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear.
Got a Lewin as a 4-star special.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Whew. Almost done. Little bit of the way to go. Who's Karen? I've never heard of her. But I've drawn her now, so...
Who, Karen?
Yeah.
She's one of the Thracia chicks. I don't know what... I assume you didn't play Thracia.
No, I've not played it yet.
No, that's all good. But there's this one dude that, like, they're, like, pretty, like, tied... Like, to me, they're, like, pretty in tandem with each other, because, like, you initially find them in, like, a prison cell. In, like, one of the earlier chapters. Because one of the dudes was just like being like a super fuck up, and it was super funny. Yeah, no, Fergus should get in eventually. I would love that.
All right, 300 orbs left. Let's go.
You got this.
These last 1,000 orbs have been appalling. I have got one
really
Black
good,
Knight,
and it went really bad.
I've got one Black Knight in 700 orbs.
Horrid.
If you can believe that. That is animalistic.
Dude, I know somebody else who got really screwed over on this banner too. They were going from Black Knight. I think they only ever got like 2, with one of them being a Spark. And they had like 1,000 orbs.
Christ.
It was really bad.
Oh, I didn't get any 5 stars over 100 summons and finally got a focus after 140. I don't want to count how many summons I've done. Alright, come on. Everything's green or blue. It's 5.25%. The odds are better than 50% here. I think. Jesus, come on, not one? Not one on this amazing pull? Erinnius, what? Why are you here? No!
Nah.
Oh no!
Nah, dude.
Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong.
That's why I fear going to high pity rates, because it's like, if it's one thing, like I get like some like crappy off focus or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like 4%, okay, whatever. But like I dread it more when I get to like 5+. And if it gets even higher, I'm just like, you know what? I don't even care at this point. Just give me any 5-star. Just let me leave.
I got a Samia at least. He's cool.
That's cool.
Another good pull here. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, who knows. Jill! No, leave me alone! Why do you love me so much?
What does this make? What geo does this make it?
I don't know. I think it's Jill 7. Not on this run, but like in general.
May as well just merge at this point.
I've lost a couple of copies of it through using it for attack speed push.
Ah, fair. There goes the pity rate.
Yeah, there it goes.
Once again. Reducing it by 1% also feels really inconsequential.
Yeah. Jill came to reenact the Black Knight chapter you had. Yes, she did. Got Titania killed, she did. Oh man, come on. Come on, Gordy. Nope. Oh well. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. I can save up all these orbs again, it'll be fine. I don't know! No, why are you here? I don't like you! Oh, I mean, like, you know, great, I've got one of the best Ascended heroes in the game, but I also hate the characters.
I'm afraid to even ask.
Ascended item. Like...
Ah, dude.
Yep, and we're back down to 3%. Purely on pity breaks.
It's so dumb.
So yeah, we've got 200 orbs left. It does look like I'll have spent 1,000 orbs on the back half without getting a single Cordelia.
That's so bad, dude.
Oh my god, I got a Corrin again. How? I have drawn more Corrins on the second half than I have Cordelias.
Pity breaks, aren't they the best?
I know, right? Oh, alright. Woe is me. Oh, it's Black Knight, hello! Finally!
Let's go!
Let's go, finally, we've got a Black Knight. Which takes our total up to even again, I think. Now I have a +7 of them. No, I've got a +6 of each. Someone writes, yeah, Faye hates charity. It wants me to have given it all this money instead, so it's annoyed at me. Rightio. So the last 1,000 orbs have been 2 Black Knights. And not 1,000, it's the last 800. Which I can live with. Can I live with that? That's hard to live with.
It is.
Come on, just give me a little bit of luck rally at the end. That would be really nice of you, game. Not saying I deserve it, but it would be nice. Right, come on. All my interesting commentary is disappearing under the waves of me just wanting Cordelia's.
You focused on it?
I am, clearly, right? Someone's suggesting 10 pence for every off focus. No. No, I'm not doing that, because that would make me really mad.
Let's see.
How many would that
This
even
project
be?
is very good. We are cheering for you from Japan. Hell yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. I didn't even realize I had people from Japan watching along, but that is amazing that you are. And I'm really, really happy. Alright.
That's the positivity we need here.
Right, we're getting last 120 or so. We'll see what we do with these, and then we will probably call it a day around 11 o'clock my time. After 2 full hours of streaming. 5 pence for every off focus? No, this is a banner about being happy. If things make me sad, I shouldn't have to spend money on them.
No, everybody does that all the time. It's called taxes.
Oh, well. That year of saving was fine. I can do it again. Who are you? Shiro? Okay. Well, you're a 4-star Spark, so that's fine. Not Spark. A 4-star fight. A 4-star special unit, that's it. It's all about being happy. Don't summon her again. No. It's not that kind of happy. It's happy with a Y. Awesome. It's racing. You are amusing because you're from that forum that I use to figure out what's going on in Fire Emblem. And now I understand what the context of that is. Although, you know,
Serenus Forest?
Yeah. Although, you know, I'm not sure you want to name a website after something that got burnt down. Hero is special to me because when he pity broke me on the Hero Fest banner where they gave out focuses as compensation.
I remember that. They fucked up the whole, like, they fucked up the pool thing.
Yeah.
And, like, to compensate, they were like, well, we'll just give you every unit that you would have otherwise pulled.
Ha! That's incredible.
Which, because of that, that's actually made it, like, one of the most valuable banners. You basically got, like, a guaranteed focus no matter what.
Coolio. Down to the last 50.
End it on a good note.
I got a +10 Burian and a +8 Sothis because of that Hero Fest. Very good.
Not bad.
Ilyana. Oh, here we go. We've got... I haven't got anything yet, but I've got a pool of 2 greens and 2 greens and 3 blues.
There we go.
On a 4.5%, so I'm like, oh, maybe. Nothing on the greens, unfortunately.
At least maybe a Cordelia, and then on a good note.
Just give me 3 Cordelias on these, you know? No, that's a Muriel. That's a Corrin. Not a super bad Corrin, just a 3-star.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an Abel. No, nothing.
Damn, dude.
Alas. Alright. Got, man, only 15 more orbs.
I assume you're gonna, spark on, an upcoming banner, then?
Well, so, the limit was 2,000 for this session. I'm going to have to think about how much I spend.
Ah, fair.
Because, there is the option that I just pull out my wallet, put down another grand or so, and then buy a Cordelia. But that would be pretty bad for me, as things go. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna avoid
the way I see it, it's I wouldn't spend the money, because she's just going to rerun in, 6 months anyway.
Yeah.
Because you could save enough for that. And there's no pity breaks in there, so that's cool.
There we go.
I would at least try to get rid of the pity rate,
Oh, I will, but that is the end of this session for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So there we have it, guys. The appalling luck of the second half means that we ended with 6 summoned Cordelias and 6 summoned Black Knights, for a total donation to the NSPCC of £90. And that is where things will end. Thank you all very, very much for watching and following along. Thank you for your kind donations to the NSPCC yourself. Please be safe over the holidays, and please have a wonderful new year. If you did enjoy, give the stream a like, I guess, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. And then beyond that, please do check out Z-Shadow, who has been my co-host for this entire time. His channel's wonderful. It has amazing Fae content, and I would thoroughly recommend that you all look at it. But with that, we're done here for today. I've got another video coming out tomorrow, which is going to be a meme Path of Radiance video, so hopefully you're going to enjoy that. But for now, thank you all very much for watching, and I will catch you all next time.